Good afternoon, YouTube. It's been long overdue for an update. I think it's been 8 months to a year maybe since I did an update. Just showing you the tree that used to just be a Haas, and now it's a multi-variety tree. First year producing in like 3 years, I think, since it got ate up by the Persea mites. So let me show you what I'm doing first before I get into an update on my trees. So before I get into the update portion of the video, let me show you a couple products that one of the Avocado group members, Eric Zender, turned me on to, to fight the Persea mites. So shout out to him. The first is Maxia Bloom Formula. It's a seaweed brand plant food micronutrient. We pair it with the Lange Benite, and kind of doesn't take a lot. You know, it's water soluble. You mix them together in a bucket, throw them around the root zone, and it's water soluble, so they water in really easily. And then I put a little Be Safe into a sprayer, and these three help fight the Persea mites, so as well as fertilize your trees. So I just wanted to turn some members on to these products. Try them. They're pretty expensive, but they go a long way. So on to the update portion of the video. All right, this is my largest tree. It's a Haas, planted as a 24-gallon tree in 2017, and now it's a multi-variety, but the majority of these are Haas. So I got over 300 Haas in 2020. Usually it produced in the off years, and the alternate year it would alternate and produce none in the odd number years, but got ate up by Persea mites and skipped production in 2024. So these fruit will be harvested in 2025. So now we're switched over to odd number years. This is a Nishikawa grafted onto it. So much fruit that I had to stake it up. So that's a Haas with Nishikawa. Let's see what else we got grafted on here. Got a small Charwell graft. Fujikawa died. That's the Seedling Hall, kind of like my other multi-graft. And probably kind of hard to show you from this side, but anyway, it's loaded. I have a Mexicola grafted onto it, and also Oro Negro. So this is Oro Negro, no fruit on that. And there's a Mexicola graft in here. I don't want Mexicola, but I heard it helps with the Persea mites. So that plant right there, it's Mexicola graft. This is the Naball, staying true to form. It alternate bared, so no fruit for next year. I got a couple, oops, that one looks like it fell. All right, got a couple fruit hanging from last year. Oops, I didn't get that one in time. It feels hard. So I got one left. One or two left on this tree from last year's harvest, and the bag didn't drop on this one, so I didn't catch that one in time. So anyway, that's the Naball. She's growing well. I'll have to trim it this year, probably have to prune it to keep it down to size. All right, here we have a seedling that flowered profusely, had a couple fruit hanging. I thought I was gonna get to try the fruit for the first time, but I think they all dropped. All the little BBs dropped, and right next to it, pretty much in the same hole, is a Holiday. So the Holiday has stayed small. It's been in the ground 5 years, along with the Naball, but they just kind of, it's been producing though. So I think I got 12 last year. They're pretty big. See, that's just a few from last year. They're still hanging. I harvested 2 so far, even though I think you're supposed to wait until the holiday season, but they were good already. So anyway, it looks like it produces every year. And this is my Lamb-Haas. The fruit, the good thing is the fruit is hidden from the neighbors. So usually got clusters of fruit. It's loaded every other year. Yeah, it's not a annual bearer, it alternates. But anyway, it's one of the top producers, and it hangs a lot longer than the online information says. So Jim Martin was correct. That these will hang until January. I think online it says they only hang about 3 months, but they hung until January, and they were excellent. All right, this is a Haas that's been in the ground like five years, but I had to chop it back. It produced last year. Actually, I have a Maria black graft on a little seedling next to it, but that's for another video. I don't thought we had fruit. I know it flowered. They must have all failed, but anyway, had fruit on that last year. And this Fuerte here, let me back out and let you show you. This Fuerte goes way up. I'm gonna have to probably cut it back. But this Fuerte is loaded 2 years in a row, so even more this year. I got about 60 last year. It's looking like we have far more than 60 this year. So this one doesn't, all Fuertes are different. This one doesn't look like it's gonna alternate bear. You know, it may take next year off, but we got plenty of avocados for 2 years in a row, so it doesn't alternate bear as bad as my lamb house in the Naball. So yeah, that's probably my favorite or second favorite tree behind the reed and Naball, maybe third or tied with the reed. All right, this is the bacon, which the tree growth is great, but I'm not impressed with the production. So I think we're gonna not chop it down, but we're gonna just, you know, graft a couple other varieties onto it. I had a Malama and a Shiki that I didn't take care of last year that I grafted, but this Helen here, that whole branch here is Helen. So it flowered in the graft union there. Grafted that last year, so it's really taken off. Anyway, the Helen flowered and dropped the fruit this year, so it should produce next year. All right, this is the multi-graft that I did on a Brazilian avocado seedling that really took off. So I've grafted. The kids broke that one and started sprouting out again, but this is Don Gelogi here. Like I said, it would have probably fruited if the kids didn't drop it. See a couple Oro Negro there. There's the graft mark there. I got queen at the top. See a couple, probably about 5 queen hanging, and then we got bacon on this branch. There's one of the bacon hanging there. So we got Oro Negro, queen, Don Gelogi, and bacon on this seedling. So that's a multi-graft experiment. Non-avocado related graft grapes, people. I grafted this 2 years ago, and it's been producing I've gotten 3 seasons out of it, but it was technically grafted 2 springs ago, and got 3 different types of grapes on one vine from grafting. So I just wanted to throw that in the video. I'm headed to make some wine today. Yeah, got 3 different kinds of grapes on one vine. So Everest, Moore's Diamond, and the main branch is Red Flame. All right, this is the Jan Boyce. I think it's been in the ground two years. Had a fruit last year, maybe 5. And my dog got to it last year. So this year it has about 15 on it. So I think we'll get to try it for the first time. You can see that cluster right there. I'm just leaning over the fence. There's one there, a couple down here. And I won't show you those other green gold and stuff like that that are just, it's a Kahalu that's been in the ground like 3 years, but grafted it. That was my first successful graft. That thing is growing slow. I'm throwing everything at it, but maybe one day it'll take off. The reed, one side of the reed is loaded this year. The right side is not. So hopefully they, you know, one side produces, next side take a year off. But if you recall, this tree, I tied it up wrong and it snapped, and I lost about 30 avocados on that main leader there. So now this one's taken off as a leader, and everything to the right of that new leader isn't really producing. I would get in there and show you, but I probably have about 7 avocados left. I probably should get in there and check it after what happened with the Naball. And sometimes with those bag holders, they drop and the fruit is in the bag and you don't realize it dropped because it's not hitting the ground. So for this video, I'll get in there and check it out. So anyway, that's it for all the plants that are producing fruit. I'll make another video on all the graft updates later. All right, please like and subscribe. And sorry I haven't been producing a lot of videos. I've been busy with the kids, all kinds of sports, out of town. You know how it is, just life. So please like and subscribe, and I'll try to be more active in providing updates. Have a nice day.